Hello folks, this is Jonas G. Lafayette reporting, July 9th, 2021. Yesterday we reported that PA State Senator Doug Mastriano is launching an Arizona-style forensic audit of the allocation in his state. Well, hot damn! Well, that didn't take long, folks. Looks like Transylvania is coming down to Pennsylvania. The Biden White House has released the following statement. On Tuesday, July 13th, the President will travel to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania to deliver remarks on the actions to protect the sacred constitutional right to vote. The trip will be pooled press. Additional details to follow. Now, this cannot be a coincidence that Biden's coming down to Pennsylvania one day after Senator Mastriano announced the PA Legislative Committee's decision to conduct a forensic audit of the Bellottis in Philadelphia. Now, visits of these characters are usually harbingers of unpleasant things to come. Recall, if you will, Kamala Harris's visit to New Hampshire. Only a few days after her visit, the Windham, New Hampshire Board of Selectmen decided to defy the will of the people of Windham and decided to select their own auditors that the people did not want. This could not have been a coincidence either. Could it be that a Biden visit to Pennsylvania is aimed at a similar desired result? You can find a link to the conservative Treehouse report on this topic below. Now, while all this might sound a little bit discouraging, remember that the efforts in Arizona were started not by the senators and the politicians. Although they got the credits in the media, the efforts that led to the forensic audit of the Bellottis in AZ was actually started by citizens. That's right, folks, we had many thousands of people emailing and contacting their representatives in AZ until they finally heard the will of the people, and that led to the historic AZ forensic audit. Now, similarly, in PA, we also have an organization, a grassroots organization called Edit the Vote PA. Obviously, this is not the real name of the organization, which I am not at liberty to say because, again, censorship is real. Instead, the name of the organization and the link will be provided below. We do very strongly recommend that you support this grassroots organization. Do not expect the rich, mighty, and powerful to come and save us. Only God can save us, who is rich, mighty, and powerful, and He uses ordinary people like you, me, and the fine folks at Edit the Vote PA, who, if you think about it, are not quite ordinary. They are extraordinary, brave, and courageous. Now, what can you do, you may ask? Just like the fine people in AZ, if you are a resident of PA, you can also contact and ask very nicely, peacefully, and patriotically your representative in the PA legislature to stay the course and to not bow to pressure either from the Democrats in that state or to the federal government that is infringing upon the state's rights to edit the Bellottis as is prescribed in the United States Constitution. Their contact details can be easily obtained from the Populist Revolt website, which I have linked below. To close this segment, I would like to leave you with a statement from Senator Doug Mastrieno himself.
And I ask also, what about transparency and accountability? What's wrong with trying to find out what worked with our election and what did not? So as to the authority to conduct a forensic investigation, as set forth in Pennsylvania Senate Rule 14D, Each standing committee is empowered with the authority to inspect and investigate the books, records, papers, documents, data, operation, and physical plant of any public agency in this Commonwealth, including county election boards. The Supreme Court of Pennsylvania has consistently recognized that the legislative power to investigate is an essential part of the power to legislate. The scope of this power of inquiry extends to every proper subject of legislative action. And that's a quote from Karachi versus Brandamore. Furthermore, as stated in McGinley versus Scott, and I quote once again, the right to investigate in order to acquire factual knowledge concerning particular subjects which will or may aid the legislators in their efforts to determine if or in what manner they should exercise their powers is an inherent right of a legislative body, end quote. It's very clear. As a chair of a committee, I am empowered by our Constitution and the rules in the legislative body to conduct and lead, with all transparency, a forensic investigation.
Well said indeed, Senator Mastriano. If I had real hands and feet, I would have given you a standing ovation. That's all for now, folks. I have been your most humble servant, Jonas G. Lafayette. And your most humble servant would appreciate it if you could like, share, and subscribe. Until next time.